What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure you like this video. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, click notification bell. I'm gonna talk about Derrick Jaxn. This is actually my second video addressing this because people want to hear an update from me, and Derrick Jaxn decided to bring on his wife to speak with him, and I found it to be very interesting. Now, if you want to see the first video, that I'll put a link in the description box and the comment section. That's when I spoke about everything coming to pass. But this is going to be more of me assessing this situation. I want people to understand something. I have nothing against Derrick Jaxn whatsoever. I don't have anything against anyone. But I think because of all the rhetoric that he has spoken over the years, presenting himself as if he's better than other guys, and he's teaching other guys how to be like him and how to treat women, right? I think that's probably why he's getting a lot of pushback. But the pushback that he's been getting has been very interesting from the female perspective. And I said I'd probably address this on Patreon, that now you have these same women who cheerlead him, who supported him, who promoted him, who've now turned fully against him. They're going to his wife page and they're telling her to leave him alone. They were in his live streams and they were going at him. You got to understand, those weren't just women who never support. A good portion of those women supported Derrick Jaxn. But now, because he's under the microscope of being unfaithful, all of them are turning against him slowly. He's still going to have a lot of female support. I think a lot of guys have always been right about him, but I just think that it was the women that were slow to really figure it out. And listen, nobody is perfect. I'm not saying anybody is perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm not going to get on here and chastise people when I am what I am talking about. So when I look at this, almost like an interview that Derrick Jaxn did with his wife in this short live stream, he talked about at first that, you know, he would go at a lot of people, especially men, right? He would go at them hard. And now everything is coming back on him. He's feeling that heat. And the one thing that I did not like was the fact that they hid behind religion. Listen, I know if you are a religious person, that's fine. If you're not, that's fine. But I would never myself hide behind religion. I would never do it, especially when I am continuously sinning. Okay, I would never hide behind religion, because if you actually appreciate it and respect it, your faith, you would not hide behind it so much. You would not use it to explain away your faults. We're all human. We're gonna make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. But the hiding behind religion is just not a good look. It really isn't. But a lot of these people play with religion so much because they're not really religious. They just use religion for what they could use it for. There was a pastor that spoke truth, and he ended up, I believe did he get suspended from the church, or he got reprimanded or whatnot, right? Because he dared to tell the truth about the women in his congregation. But again, I am not for the hiding behind religion. If you make a mistake, stand on your own too, and take full responsibility. And say, you know what? I'm not proud of what I've done, but I did it. That was the past. And you got to look at it this way, man. Why are these women coming out now? These women had months to come out and say this about him. It's because these women are hurt. I think we need to take that into consideration. We are dealing with hurt women who are mad because they really thought that Derrick Jaxn was going to leave his wife for them. So I can't really give those women credit or credibility anyway. Now, they have information about him. He's basically admitted to dealing with them, But I'm not going to sit here and praise those women, because those women chose to get with the guy who was still married, who was still attached. They had a weekend fling, and then he ended up going right back to his wife. Didn't even last that long. That's why they're hurt. So Derrick Jaxn can say, you know what? Me and my wife separated. I dealt with another woman. You know, we had these different separate, because what it looked like to me, what they were trying to convey was that during different times in the relationship, he and her broke up and he dealt with other women. According to him now. Well, if that's true, then you need to take some of that and actually be honest, instead of saying, you know what, if you are married but separated, then you shouldn't be dealing with other people. But bro, you were married and separated and you dealt with other people. That's why you're getting the pushback that you are getting. It's not because you're just people just decided today we're going to go at Derrick Jaxn. No, it's years of people listening to your rhetoric. Listen to your excuse making. I have listened to women talk about how much they cannot stand your pandering. They cannot stand your excuse making. They cannot stand you throwing men under the bus. You did that, Derrick Jaxn. You chose that route. I told y'all nothing good comes from pandering to women. Nothing. Now you did. Now I will say this though, Derrick Jaxn has built quite a good life for himself doing that, but nobody else is really going to be able to do that, because Derrick Jaxn checks a lot of the boxes that a lot of these women want in a guy that they're going to listen to, especially if he's black. Now, his wife seemed fully, or let me just get the Tasha K videos. Let me just say this about Tasha K. Tasha K, and I said this in my other video, Tasha K has been fully enjoying putting this out here. Now, I don't know if she has anything else. When I saw her latest stream on this, it seemed like she pretty much emptied the clip on it, but she could have more. And again, she's somebody that has probably never liked him and has always wanted to put him out there, but she just never had the opportunity, because these women don't really like you dudes like that. They really don't, especially you dudes that lie to them and tell them what they want to hear. They know that you're lying. You see, women will listen to me because they know I'm telling the truth. I have nothing to gain from lying to women. I have a lot to gain for telling the truth and being honest about them. And they have two choices. They can either accept it or not. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear because I want your support. Because what happens is, let's say they no longer are a supporter of mine, they're going to feel like I betrayed them. They're going to feel like I lied to them. If you no longer support me, it's because you no longer support me. It's not because you feel like I misrepresented myself. And I think Tasha K represents that. She was the embodiment of that in these 2 live streams she did on this guy. Now, from the video or the live stream that Derrick Jaxn and his wife did, it looked to me that she's fully aware of everything that's going on, and she is definitely on brand. Now, he tried to, towards the end, he tried to bring all this stuff I'm talking about. He tried to bring it back up and say that's not what this is, right? But of course she's on brand, man. She has a lot to lose if he loses audience, if he's not able to monetize lying to women, and she knows this. She's not dumb. But you know, the crazy thing is that I went to her Instagram because I saw it as a part of his Tasha K's live stream, and his wife Danae had like what, a couple thousand followers. I go back once before, right before I went to record this video. Now she has over 15,000 followers. And one of the things you're gonna notice is that in the later posts, everything is religious memes or, you know, religious quotes, right? It's almost as if she's been going through it mentally over the past month or so. I don't think that she's happy, but she's content. She's content. And there was some alluding to her maybe being, just as responsible for that relationship not working out at times as him. And I can believe that. I don't think that she's 100% innocent in this situation. I know some people may want to believe that, but I don't believe that. I believe that there were some issues on both parts. I just think that we want to listen to the parts that we want to listen to. And people want to paint her as the victim, when really there may have been things going on both sides, but because Derrick's brand is about uplifting and building up women by any means necessary, he may take that part out, but it was alluded to it. Now, if y'all heard something different, y'all can tell me. But I just think that when you have somebody like Derrick Jaxn who has a lot to lose, his wife knows that he has a lot to lose. So she's going to stand by him. Like, what would you expecting her to divorce him? They have broken up. There's no evidence right now that he dealt with other women from the timeline that was given by the side chick or the ex-side chick. And again, I think his wife fully knows this. That's why she's still with him. But something has been going on over the past month or so where she's putting up these memes and thrusting herself into religion. Something's been brewing. And again, women can be very strategic when it comes to relationships, when they leave it, when they stay in it. So she may end up leaving eventually, but it's just not right now. No matter how much y'all go to her comment section and try to talk her out of staying, I'm pretty sure all y'all hitting her DMs, telling her to leave. And I will say this, a bunch of those people are single women who want you to be single like them. That's all I'm saying. Now I want to talk about the Glass House fans. And it's like the women that are going to Danae's Instagram trying to convince her to leave Derrick. Y'all live in glass houses, okay? Y'all are out here living in glass houses. You're in relationships with men who do nothing but cheat on you and put hands on you, but you stay with those guys, but you trying to convince her to leave. That's the irony of this, because you have women who date toxic men, but then tell other women they should leave those toxic men. But look at your situation. You living in a glass house. You need to fix yourself, fix your life. You supported Derrick Jaxn. Now all of a sudden you're shocked and surprised that he would do this. Come on, man. You're not living in the real world. And as I said, people make mistakes. Like Derrick's wife at one point actually admitted that she changed. She used to be kind of wild. She used to be basically, and this is what I got from it, a bad girl going good. So we don't know how, she was before she found religion, right? We don't know how wild she was. We don't know what she was up to. Again, that's why I say everybody want to point the finger at Derrick, but we don't know what was going on her side. And let me tell you this, women stay with men. If a woman stays with a guy that has cheated on her and she stays with him anyway, what makes you think that she wasn't doing the same thing? What makes you think she wasn't doing the same thing? She admitted that she was hurt. She admitted that she felt some type of way finding out that he dealt with other women. Because again, he already told her. He had no reason to hide it from her, because Derrick feels like he's in control of that situation. And you can see that from the live stream. He feels like he's in control of that situation. And he felt like he has already covered everything with her. And she understands, he's fully aware of that. And she talked about how, she's a little bit different than she was before. But again, we're not going to have that conversation, are we? And again, people say, well, you're blaming the wife. No, listen, I'm not blaming the wife. What I'm saying is, y'all want her to leave, and I'm telling y'all, she's not going to leave. And she even admitted herself that there were times when she was kind of wild. You know, she's not just, you know, people want to make her into a perfect. Listen, you cannot under any especially after this Derrick Jaxn fiasco. Stop trying to make people into perfect entities because they embrace religion. People make mistakes. Mistakes were made in this marriage. And I'm not here to judge. I'm just on the outside looking in. I'm just responding to this. You just never really truly know a situation. That's why you have to take a balanced stance and not take one side over the other. Just look at it for what it is. She chose to stay with him. So what does that tell you?